Aliyah Boston gets real about playing with Caitlin Clark, and it's changing the WNBA conversation. Aliyah Boston just shook up the WNBA with her brutally honest praise of Caitlin Clark, offering one of the most genuine assessments we've heard all season. In a league often filled with guarded responses and quiet rivalries, Boston's transparency about how Clark has elevated her game is making waves. At the start of the 2024 season, Boston was under intense scrutiny. As the number 1 overall pick in her draft class and reigning Rookie of the Year, expectations were high. But fans and media quickly criticized her as out of shape and underperforming. She eventually shut off social media to escape the noise. Rather than make excuses, Boston owned it. She admitted she wasn't prepared for the pace Clark brings to the game. Playing with someone who sprints end-to-end, pushes tempo, and sees the floor several steps ahead was something she hadn't experienced before. She said adapting to Clark's style forced her to overhaul her conditioning and mental preparation. And the results speak for themselves. Boston is now averaging 15.6 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 3.7 assists per game, leading the entire league in field goal percentage at 56.3%. These aren't just decent numbers, they're all-star level stats, and they align directly with her time playing next to Clark. What makes this moment powerful isn't just the numbers. It's that Boston didn't sugarcoat the experience. She shared how early on, the turnovers and missed connections weren't just chemistry issues. They were a result of not being ready for the speed and precision that Clark demands. Unlike many players who downplay the impact of superstar teammates, Boston gave Clark full credit. She went beyond surface-level compliments, explaining how Caitlin's elite play forced her to evolve. That kind of honesty is rare in pro sports, especially when egos and competition are involved. Boston also addressed Clark's absence from the All-Star Game due to injury, saying it didn't dampen her excitement. Coach C would still be on the sidelines, pouring into others despite not playing. That kind of leadership, Boston says, is part of what makes Clark special. Boston's willingness to speak openly about how a teammate elevated her game stands in stark contrast to others in the league. Some players would rather protect their pride than admit someone made them better. But Boston embraced the challenge, adapted, and is now thriving. Her transformation, both physical and mental, has turned critics into believers. From being called a bust to appearing on Slam magazine covers, Boston's story is proof of what can happen when a player checks their ego, accepts honest feedback, and puts in the work. The message is clear. Caitlin Clark makes everyone around her better. And Aliyah Boston had the courage to say it out loud.